Hey cuties! So today I am doing a reaction response video of this video that's been going around on YouTube, and yeah, I've been asked lots of questions about it, and recently I have been talking to this guy. What's his name? John? Okay, I'm sorry, I don't even pronounce his last name because I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. I saw his tweet saying that I denied an interview from him. I never saw his tweets, and if I did, I would have definitely talked to him. As soon as I saw him say that I denied, I immediately went onto DM and started talking with him personally. He seems like a very sweet person from what we've talked. Where's my phone? It's downstairs. I'm kind of nervous because I really don't do like drama-y things. I try to keep my channel quite open and positive, but I do want to watch this because it is quite like hyped. Also, congrats on 86,000 subscribers. That's awesome. All evidence in the scandal. Me exposed. Oh my god. Okay, ready? Okay. I'm so nervous.
I really care about you guys. That is a straight up lie.
Ooh, cute teacup. Oh my. Illuminati, confirmed. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm still sat here.
I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna stop and say, like, he's gorgeous. I love his accent. His eyes are, like, amazing. I wish I had them. Like, he slays me. I used this palette for the first time this morning, and I fell in love with the colors.
True.
I really did a good job picking out those colors.
It's already not looking good when you're releasing a palette and you're using it for the first time on the day of your pre-order, the day that you're releasing it. Like, could you imagine, like, if you were selling a car and you were like, this is the brand new car, I tried it today for the first time. It's like, no, you should have tried it like so many times already.
So true. Can I just say, like, when I received the, it was a prototype palette in the mail, like, that was the day I filmed it. As soon as I, like, got it in my hands, I ran upstairs and did the tutorial. I didn't post this video until the pre-order was launched. So I guess I should have said that, but I used it the first day I got it. So, yeah, I guess I should have, you know, said that.
From what I remember from consumer rights, you can't say that something would be one price, it would retail for one price, and then retail for another unless it's been on sale for that price for at least 28 days. So to say...
I didn't know that. No, I don't know. It could definitely be. I was just told these prices from the company. That's just it. I was told these prices and dates and everything, and I was sharing those.
She did this pre-order, and then no one received the palettes, no one received any information, and like she refused to talk about it. Like she refused to talk about it on any of the videos or even tweet about it. Everyone was like, where's my palette? I
have made a video of the whole update on the refunds as of right now. I don't know when this, I should have looked when this video was posted, but I have also been updating you guys on Twitter. But you have to understand that it's not me like making these palettes and taking your guys' info and shipping it out. There's other companies that are involved who are behind the scenes that you guys don't see, who are dealing with the refunds and the taking your guys' information and shipping them and creating them. I am just, when I get that information, I let you know these things.
The palette comes out, which I've already told you about.
Okay, well, so far he's being quite like honest.
In like 2 or 3 years. The formula
He's just
is
giving his
nowhere
opinion,
near
you know what I
finished.
mean?
I would have to keep everyone up to date every step of the way. Like, could you imagine? You give someone your money and you're like, hi, I want to buy this, and then they take the money and then they just turn their back and they're like,
exactly.
And you're there like, hi, excuse me, where's my palette? And they're just like...
Exactly, and that's why I didn't like it anymore. Do you guys, like, he's saying exactly what I was feeling.
Our manufacturer was unable to produce the makeup palette at the order volume we received.
Was
Can I give you an example? Okay, I've never talked about this on my YouTube. This is Heaven's Kitchen 3 Lollipop Molds. The company is My Holistic, and this is my brand. Basically, if you watch my channel...
Somebody said that I said I sold too many? That was what that comment just said. I've never said I sold too many. He just had the video of me, what I just said, and I said in the video, I never said I sold too many. That's not what they also... That statement I was reading in that video before that comment popped up is the statement that BM Cosmetics sent to me, which I didn't want to, like, you know, paraphrase it or say things wrong, so I just read it exactly as that so I wouldn't get in trouble from anyone, you know what I mean?
Our manufacturer was unable to produce the makeup palette at the order volume we received.
I phoned the factory, which I'm going to include later on because I do stuff like that, and I spoke to the manager and he said to me, well, the guy that I think is the manager, that she needed to sell 2,500 units to be able to have the entire thing manufactured, and she only sold 1,000. What she very easily could have done is paid for 2,000 units, sold the first 1,000 and kept the second 1,500 to sell as time goes on. But evidently she didn't have that much faith in what she was doing, so she had to just cut the thing at the get-go. Well,
that is true, but the true thing is I didn't sell 1,000. I was told on August 30th, I sold 1,550. So no, it wasn't 1,000, but yes, it wasn't 2,500, correct? But I definitely, that was an option. I could have spent my own money and had them just made, because there was only like about 1,000, less than 1,000 I would have needed to purchase myself to get them going. I could have done that. I was not feeling right about it, and I've said this time and time again. I did not feel right about it anymore, and I'm not going to continue on with something and put my name on something if I don't feel right about it. If, like, I loved the palette, but there were a lot of other things that I was not having.
So I have a discount for anyone who wants to pre-order because I love you guys so much.
Samantha. Guys, it's not a discount, okay? The price of the palette is $35. The only reason she's upping the price is because she wants to force people to go into the pre-order, because if people want to wait to try the palette, people want to see the swatches from other independent YouTubers to verify that her information is credible about the quality.
True.
And so that's why it's kind of like pushy, but you're not offering a discount pre-order because you love everyone so much. You're offering it because you need to meet the minimum order quantity, and
I completely understand with him.
honest about that.
Girl.
You know, all each to their own, but when I do my palette, you can all say this is business, but my swatches are going to be real. I'm going to be honest about my
swatches are
prices,
real.
about how everything works, because that's the foundation that I want to build upon personally.
Absolutely.
Like, I want people to know that when they come to me, they can trust what I'm saying. I'm not just going to chat shit to try and...
Absolutely, and that is a big reason why I canceled it, because I did not feel right about this anymore.
Embalming specialty to become a licensed embalmer.
Okay, now we're going back to this is the lying video right here.
Absolutely not. And if I led you guys to believe that I graduated the second field, then I apologize, and that's my bad.
I was embalming, so I just would say I'm an embalmer. I wasn't legally allowed to say that I was a certified, I think that's what it said, either certified or licensed embalmer, and I never said. When I am embalming somebody, I'm like, oh, I'm doing the embalming today. I'm an embalmer. Like, I'm doing that right now, right? That's why I guess that was the confusion, but I was never a full licensed embalmer. I was a student doing embalming, so I just called myself an embalmer, but we've already went past all this and apologized for things like that. But I loved my job embalming. Like, I could go on and on. Like, I loved it so much. It was a huge passion of mine that I loved.
The only reason she owned up to it in this owning up to my lies video is because all of the subscribers basically researched the course that she was on, got all the information, and looked at the timescale from when you graduate from the college to when you actually start doing the work placement. I think it's like 13 months, and then it was something like 7 months when she was saying she was licensed and working or something.
I never said I was licensed, and I was working. Oh my god, when I pause this, it's like shaking. Do you see that? Oh my god, what? Why is it shaking? Do you see this? That's creepy. Anyway, when you graduate, like I was saying with those like 3 steps, there's certain things. There's funeral directing, there's embalming, funeral services. I graduated from there, and immediately, this isn't 7 months, immediately that day when I was standing in line waiting for it to go on the stage and get your award or whatever you do when you actually graduate, when I was waiting at behind the scenes, I was talking to a few people, and the people that were in like my class graduating, they were like, yeah, I have to go back to the funeral home after this because I have to work. Like, that was the same as me. I was doing those things as well. So I'm not sure exactly what that means, but I was working, but I wasn't being like paid. I was actually in the funeral home working, but it was for school. Like, it was called a practicum. That was, I was doing.
You have to make a choice if you want to keep doing this for the rest of your life and potentially get very sick, or, you know, you could just not get sick at all. There are some embalmers.
I know what he's gonna say after this. If it's the girl that he talked to that I knew, and if he does, I'm gonna like guess. She said that she's been doing this for so long and she's never got sick, or this guy did it and he never got sick. But my doctor told me personally that anyone could get sick at any time. Every human body is different, and everyone will react to it differently. And some people that I talked to in the funeral industry couldn't do it anymore after so long because they got sick, and that wasn't a lot of people at all, but it does happen. I don't know if that's what's gonna happen.
I don't know if I'm being silly with this. If you are a welder, you wear gloves, don't you? Because you're working with hot things, okay? So if you're an embalmer and you're working with formaldehyde, to me, having worked in a hospital, it makes sense to wear gloves,
Absolutely.
wear a face mask, wear
Yep.
everything that you would need to be protected.
Absolutely.
But she basically said that she got so ill and she was coughing at home and it was so dramatic and horrible. And
It was.
She went to a doctor and the doctor said some people get ill after 25 years, some people get ill straight away.
Yeah.
I just had to stop doing
told you.
it. But I'm like, if you're working with a dangerous chemical, you wear a gas mask, you wear gloves.
Not a
I
gas
work in the lab
mask.
every day. Like, I
Nope.
study
We wore a thin paper mask like this then, and then a shield over top. We wore other things, I'm just saying, on our face. And I got a reaction. There was 2 other people and a descendant there that we were working on, but there was 2 other people, including myself, so there was 3 people in the room, and I got like an exposure. My eyes were watering and I immediately started coughing. Everyone else was in the room and wearing the exact same equipment as me, and I like literally couldn't breathe. So it just so happened, and I had done them before, I used that same chemical before, like makes your eyes water a little bit, you know, tickles your throat, but this was, I got like exposed, and I was wearing everything correctly because I wasn't a licensed embalmer, so I had other people who were like showing me the ropes and showing me how. So if I was wearing or doing something wrong, they would have let me know. Like, they're legit people, you understand?
Medical science. I wouldn't start working with organic samples and not wear gloves.
Oh,
not
absolutely.
Wear a face.
It's me saying that I embalmed my uncle. I don't think I ever said that. I'm pretty sure that I never said
Never
that.
said
And
that.
if I did say that, that is a straight up
Yeah,
lie.
I never said that. Never said that. I know exactly who embalmed my uncle.
I would just be honest. If someone asked me if I embalmed my uncle, the answer would just be no. It wouldn't be like, if I did say that, I'm sorry. No!
I get it. I get what he's trying to say right now. Like, I think I did. Yeah, but like during that video, a lot of it was unedited, and I get like kind of some things, like if I'm being like interrogated or questioned about, I will kind of like slip up on my words, but no, I never embalmed my uncle. Like, I never embalmed my uncle ever. Like, never, ever, ever. I know exactly who embalmed my uncle, and he looked amazing. I wasn't even embalming when he passed away. So.
It looks suspicious when you say, did you say that? And she's like, well, if I did say that, I didn't mean it.
I understand
Buying
that.
subscribers. Being kicked
Oh,
out
God.
of this school and the buying subscribers are completely made up. Everything else, okay, I get it. Either I caused it or I started it. Either I caused it or I started it.
Oh my God, we get it.
Okay, so there's 2 sides to this. I looked at the stats, and it doesn't look like she's explicitly bought subscribers.
No, never.
From just looking at the subscriber count, it has been gradual. There have been a few times where it's been like, but basically, the thing that got me was from the man that I spoke to, which, by the way, everyone said the factory
Man?
was in Korea.
Oh, this
the
guy
man
again.
that I called was in Japan, and this is a number that I got direct from a source that was working with the factory. What was I going to say? Shit, I forgot what I was going to say. He basically said that she only sold about 1,000 units in the whole pre-order. I've sold 1,000 units of these on Amazon, USA, probably within 6 months, and that was with no big fancy YouTube channel, that was with no big fancy promotion. It was just with good marketing, having a good website, singing across a good
Absolutely.
image, letting people know that they're safe to buy from you.
Also,
So for her-
like marketing he's talking about, I gave so many good marketing ideas. I was saying things like maybe we could sell it in stores like Sephora or even Walmart or something like that, put it on some sort of shelves. We could do, you know, like when you open a magazine and you see pallets there, I was saying we could do that. I was saying like lots of different things. It is all about good marketing. It doesn't matter, or I shouldn't say it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have, of course, but if somebody doesn't want to buy something, then they won't. It really does have to do with good marketing, honestly. I mean, I do have a lot of younger subscribers who don't have their own money or using their parents' money, so a lot of these people aren't, you know, gonna pay for it because of that reason. I really did all I could to sell, but people just weren't buying. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't mean automatically that you buy your subscribers.
So I said, my play button isn't in this room. That's basically
God.
what I said.
Basically meaning
forgot about
that
this.
can't
You said my play button. If you don't have a play button, then you can't say my play button.
When I was sitting there filming that video in the other house, I had a play button, but I hadn't redeemed it because of other reasons I've already all discussed. These are all things in the past that I've already discussed. You guys know what I mean? I just want to show you my play button in the official YouTube box here with that and the letter from YouTube. And here is my play button. I've already done an unboxing of this and a whole video on that, which I will leave linked below. But here you guys go. Here's the plaque, the play button. I'll take it out to show you. And that's what it looks like.
Apparently it's really hard to get a play button. Apparently you have to like do loads of paperwork and stuff like that. I don't think they would give one to me because I think they know how irresponsible I am. They know I'd just lose it or break it.
The Luther Tower has specifically made a statement claiming that unauthorized individuals, which are us,
Misposit Luther Tower, if you're unsure, is the old folks home incident scandal.
We are unauthorized to be.
Were allowed in by an authorized
camera.
individual.
So basically, her and a boyfriend and a few other people broke into an old people's home.
Broke in?
And they claim they were just doing time lapses and stuff like that, but they vlogged the whole thing and put it onto YouTube and later deleted it. I managed to get my hands on the original emails between Luther Tower and a person that had spoken to them with an
Ooh.
official statement, which I'm going to leave here.
Can I just pause and read it? Oh yeah, that was a public statement that was sent out, and I think it was posted on their website or Facebook page, so I've already read
Practice
that.
building, it was out of hours, the building was locked, and they managed to get someone to swipe them in so they
Yeah.
could enter. So
Correct.
obviously they didn't have permission to be there, they weren't authorised to be there, but they managed
Correct.
to get someone to let them in. Here is
Yeah.
the second email from Luther Tower to...
Sorry, my camera just stopped recording. Cool. They announced the name here. That's cool. I'm blurring it out in my video because out of respect for my friend, but wow, I did not know that they did that. That's cool. 2015, that was last year. I'm not sure who sent that, is it a text or an email or something like that, but I was told from the Luther Tower manager to like, it's all done, it's okay, everything's good. So I'm just gonna angle this down because I had to like sit down without sitting on my feet. They told me like it was done, it's good, like just continue on and like we're good. But now I don't know who that is, if that's the guy who told me like we're good now. And it's really kind of screwed up that they're mentioning his name, like my friend's name in there. Like that's kind of screwed up. And to mention it to like I'm not trying to be mean to John here, but like mention to somebody who's like not even involved in this. Do you guys know what I mean? Like that's kind of screwed up a little bit, in my opinion. But the situation was Dalton and I were doing lots of time lapses because we love Casey Neistat. Like P.S. we're never gonna be Casey Neistat, but we would do like time lapses of the city, and we were doing them at the U of S. There's vlogs of that too. The university, if you're not sure, the university, and because it's a very high tower and like you get a bunch of shots. And our friend said to us like, hey, I know a place where you can get like a beautiful shot of the city. We'll take you there. We went there, swiped us in, and we did break in. Like when I hear break in, I feel like it's like smashing on the windows and like breaking in. Never did that. They said like, you guys can come here, but the tower manager never said yes, we could go there. Do you guys know what I mean? This is exactly the truth. We got swiped in, we went in, we had a very fun time up there. We got some beautiful time lapses. Our camera died because we were like having so much fun up there. I was complimenting how amazing the seating was because it was like a dining area there. It was beautiful there, and we didn't like move or touch or break anything. We went down and that was it. And I deleted that out of the vlog just of respect for my friend and his family. So yes, we were let in, and I feel so bad for the residents there who were maybe scared or seeing like, oh, who are these kids like after hours just coming in here to film time lapses? Like I am very genuinely sorry about that because that is screwed up, and nobody should have to live in fear. Kids traipsing around and they don't know what they're doing, right? Like we don't have bad intentions. We're literally filming the city, but you don't know like what their intentions are. So I do really apologize for that. And so far this guy's being quite neutral about everything. There isn't things that he's like blatantly lied about or anything like that, which I appreciate. He's not being like, oh, she's a piece of shit basically. We wanted some cool shots for the subscribers, so we went to a place that we thought we were granted access because it was like swiped in, like here you guys go, like let us up to the place, and there you go. So I just don't like that my friend's name was on it.
We weren't
I looked at a menu.
breaking anything. We didn't break anything.
Still doesn't make it right. You still didn't have permission. Just because there was other people there as well doesn't mean that it's any less of a crime. Could you imagine Hitler sat there getting done for war crime?
No, I get what he's saying, but what I'm saying is when all of us were there doing this, it's PiinkSparkles break and enters. You know what I mean? Like, yes, I was there. Yes, I did go through there. Yes, I did. And it's wrong of me, and I know that now, and that's why I will never go back there, and I will never do that in any other place ever again, and I apologize for that. But what I am saying is lots of other people were there too. How come nobody cares about that? Do you guys know what I mean? And I think when I was doing that video, I was a little bit frustrated and mad because I thought it was like only me being attacked. And it was like me doing this and only me and no one else. But honestly, I can only speak for me, and I can only control my actions.
You can't sidestep around the fact you broke into a building you weren't supposed to be in and you didn't have permission to be in.
There's
Yes,
lots of
but
people
can
down
I
there,
say
so-
that I've already apologized for that, and I've already went through this, and this was like a year ago. like, can't we go past things? Like, yeah, it's over and it's done with. And I feel terrible for invading people's homes and privacy, and I will never go back. Usually when you know, make a mistake or whatever happens, you have to learn from it. And if I was like continuously going back there or breaking in other homes or trespassing here or doing that, then it's like, really, did you learn anything? But I haven't done that. But you do live and you learn. You can't be like committing a crime and be like, oh, it's all good, I didn't know. Like, no, girl, like you committed a crime, like bye.
And she posted a video like a few days ago saying like I disable my comments. And I'm pretty sure she's bashing me a little bit in this video. Obviously, I've got no hate towards this girl, if any.
No, I've never seen your video until right now, and that comments video was like a week ago.
I really do feel sorry for her because she's had to disable her comments because 99% of her comments were nasty. It was just people like, you've ripped us off, you've lied to us, why have you done this? Like, her subscriber base is really pissed. I've never seen so much hate on someone's Twitter. Like, anytime she posts a tweet, I click on it and wow.
What?
Every single person is like,
Twitter?
Scammy Sammy. Anytime she posts a tweet, I click on it and wow. Every single person is like, scammy Sammy, scammy Sammy.
Okay guys, so I didn't like how I answered this question, to be honest. So instead of that, I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys my Twitter here. So this is, I tweeted this about an hour ago, and there's like clapping hands. I also said, how is everyone today? And everyone's saying, good, you, good, how are you? Like, there's no negativity on any of this. Pumpkin spice latte, like, all of this is pretty decent. I don't see anything that says scammy Sammy or anything like that. Like, yeah, certain things will, you know, of course there's always gonna be haters or mean people, but apparently it's like everything that I tweet, it's like all negativity, but I haven't seen one, and I've just been going on here. Actually, this one, I remember somebody was like, put your tongue away. Yeah, put your tongue away, and cute, and yeah, see, like, what? If you're cute, you're a cutie, and cute. If we support you for show, like, look at all this. Like, this is just, what? Of course there's gonna be negativity. Of course, absolutely. There's gonna be people who are mean. But like, he was making it seem like it was all my everything. But I've like physically shown you guys that it's like not like that.
I don't understand why people get so hurt now over a sentence.
I think it's basically because I made a video saying I'm not going to support someone's YouTube channel.
No.
Those videos went big. There was a lot of controversy because a lot of people agreed and a lot of people were like, I'm going to follow whoever I want. I was like, well, fine. But if you follow and support a racist, then...
Me saying that was definitely not about him. I never watched any of his videos until this one right here. So no, that when I said that is because like certain things that I say, like even as joking, people are like freak out.
So just know that I love you guys so much.
I do.
So just know that
I do love you guys. Be constantly doing like requests and DMing you guys personally on Instagram and Twitter. I just will honestly like sit down on the couch and just start DMing you guys and being like, hey, how was your day? I've helped people with like relationships and boy issues. And if I didn't care, I wouldn't even like open that. I'd be like, whatever, post my selfie like that and like continue on. But I do care. That's why I communicate with you guys.
And as a sorry for all of this, for putting you guys through this because you're standing by me, I went out and I got a whole bunch of makeup items for a giveaway.
I'm so sorry to have to be so dark, okay, but genuinely to me, I don't think she's bought these items. I think this is stuff that she's been sent for free for promotion because she has 800,000 subscribers. It's all YouTube related products. It's the Becca Jacqueline Hill collaboration, etc, etc, etc.
I personally did this. No one else put their money in for this. This is 100%.
Okay, John, I've really appreciated everything that you've said throughout this video. I was honestly expecting it to be like evil and mean just from the tweets I've seen, but you're being, oh my god, look at this. Up to the point now, like now I'm actually a little hurt like that. I bought these with my own money. I have my receipt. I will go grab it after here. After he's done talking about this
And the fact that she has to state that she spent her own money on it, no one ever does that. I think this is stuff.
I feel like I had to say that because I feel like this would come out and people wouldn't believe me. Because of things that I've done in the past and maybe current or whatever have you, people don't really believe or trust me anymore, and I get that. I see it. I did go and buy those things.
She's been given and she's lying again.
Lying
That's
again?
disappointing.
The bottom line is you guys just don't deserve it.
Okay, I'm gonna go get my receipt then. Found it! Decided that I was gonna give you guys things for giveaways, so I asked my boyfriend, like, will you just drive me to Sephora or to the mall so I could go in and grab some things? He drove me there. He stopped outside front, I went inside, bought these things, and then on my way back I bought Starbucks. Is there a date on here? Because I feel like somebody's gonna be like, oh, you just bought those today just to show. 7 items, and there is the date. That was the day before I filmed the palette video. I just wanted, Oh, cool. And here is the full receipt with that date, just so everyone can see that. I'm just blurring out like my payment information. So here are all the items that I purchased that day. We have the Becca Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop, $46. The 2 Totally Cute palettes, each $45. Oh, I'm like going off frame here. $45 each. Then we have this one here, the Matte Pro Finish Powder, was something that I was buying for myself. If you guys watch, I think it was my ride or die tag. I said I needed a new one. Here's the Too Faced Melted Lipstick, Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye something quad plum palette, $34. And the Moon Dust palette by Urban Decay, $70 for that, which totaled $341, minus, you know, my product there. So it was like $300 just for you guys that I spent. I feel like I needed to show this because I think he did say that I was lying about that. Like, this is not from a company. I bought this with my money.
What it is, and that's what it comes down to.
Exactly, that is what it comes down to. So I think all you Pink Sparkle fans should come and subscribe to me and all my friends, and don't worry about her. Give her some time. She'll turn around eventually.
I just really didn't feel it.
Again, no hate whatsoever towards Samantha. I wish her all the best. If you don't like her videos, I wouldn't go and give her hate on Twitter and YouTube, even though she's disabled comments. I would just leave it be. This video is out there, you can share it with people, you can let people know. But I don't think we need to go any further. We don't need to attack her because she's already made enough of a mess of her channel with all the stuff that she's done. So anyway, don't forget, as I mentioned, my Heaven's Kitchen lollipop mold.
Go buy them! So I'm gonna go buy these lollipop things. I want to thank him for being neutral about this. My whole thing was when I first saw this video just like pop up in my recommended was like, cool, like you couldn't have like came at me and asked me for an interview. You just had to like go in and make this. But he did try to contact me and I didn't know that. I didn't know that, but then he said on Twitter that I denied him an interview. I never denied it, and I've been talking to him and he seems like a very sweet guy, and even in here he seems like a very nice guy. The majority of the things that he said were very just open and honest, and things that a lot of other people have been and are upset about. And I do apologize to you guys, and I'm not like, oh my god, I apologize if and but and when. But I do agree with him, and you guys, if I'm gonna give you an apology, it should be a genuine apology. And even though my intentions are genuine, it shouldn't come at, I'm sorry, but if and when. I agree with that. And I am sorry. I am sorry. He knows that my channel can do better, and I believe it can too. I try my hardest to make like positive, happy videos, but a lot of these things, this palette situation, the refunds, Luther Tower, embalming, and things like that happened that were kind of like ruts in the road. It shouldn't stop me from being myself and making positive videos, but I shouldn't just be like, oh cool, it's in the past, bye. People have got their refunds, and that is what I am focused on. So I actually really wanted to thank you, John, for making this video. For embalming, I loved embalming. It was such a passion of mine. And the fact that I did get, that's the garage, the fact that I did get an exposure was like heartbreaking to me. And I did get an exposure. I had so many bouts of tonsillitis. I was literally picking tonsil stones out of my throat, and it was very sad. And anyone who does embalming or is in the funeral industry, I respect you. And I hope you guys can do it for a really long time, because honestly, it's such a rewarding career. You know, sometimes things like that, even though it can seem like very negative and drama-like, people sometimes are out there to help you. And I think his general message is to stand up and stop lying and look your subscribers in the face and be honest. And that is how I want to live my life, and how I was ever since like that lying video, after all the Luther Tower, all the embalming thing, after it ended, I was doing like amazing. Like I was being so honest, my channel was great, like I was getting so many thumbs up and positivity. Like of course there was still like hate, but it was like amazing. And then all of a sudden the palette, and then things started going like south again. So I want to go back to that period before the palette and after the lying video. I want to do that and show you guys who I am. That was that person right there. I make mistakes, and I do need to own up to them when I make those mistakes. 100%.